So you're watching all this content, studying and learning more about financing, banking, lending, things of this nature. And you're constantly hearing this acronym or two different acronyms thrown around. And you're like, what the hell is that? APR and APY. These two are two essential financial terms that you need to understand what they are and how they work, because they're basically major calculations on money that you're paying and major calculations on money that you're earning. So it's very important, and we're going to really quickly cover that in today's video. I'm going to give you a basic breakdown and a couple examples of where each applies. So before we dive into the content, I want you guys to take a moment to support the channel so the channel can keep supporting you. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell notification so you can be notified when I upload videos, which is nearly daily, so I can continue to guide you guys in creating your blueprint for prosperity. If you like this kind of content, again, like, comment, subscribe right now. Thank you for your support. Let's get started. So let's start with APR, because the reality of it is the vast majority of us are experiencing a hell of a lot more APR than we are APY. APR is going to be your annual percentage rate. This is going to be, the annual percentage rate is going to be a calculation of interest you're paying on an annual basis on money you're borrowing. Credit card is going to have your own APR, personal loans, mortgages, all types of different loans are going to have an APR. So how does this differ from the interest rate that you're paying on those different debts? Good question. So your interest rate is going to be a flat baseline, unless it's a variable interest rate, of course. But it's a flat baseline calculation on what you're paying on a monthly basis on that debt. So, if you have a mortgage and it's a 5% interest rate, if it's a fixed rate, that's it. The interest rate is 5%, and that's what you're going to be paying on a monthly basis. But on a mortgage, your APR can be different than your interest rate. You may be wondering why. Well, your APR is actually a calculation not only of the interest over the course of the year, over the course of the year, but it's also going to be including any fees associated as well. So in a mortgage's case, lender or broker fees, maintenance fees, things of that nature. So the APR is kind of accounting for all of it over the course of the year. So that's why it can oftentimes be higher than what your actual interest rate is. And believe it or not, it's a little Jedi Ninja trick to check out when you're applying for a mortgage, any debt, but especially a mortgage, because a lot of times people are fighting for the best interest rate and they don't really realize that the APR can be chewing them up on the back end. So how can you now that you have this information about the APR, how can you better influence having a respectable APR on debt that you're taking on? Well, the major factor is understanding your lender and any fees associated with the loan that you're taking out. Because again, the APR is going to include fees associated with that debt. So you want to make sure you have a good understanding of that. And that's the kind of thing that's tucked away in fine print. You have to actually come out and ask your lender about, okay? The next thing you can do to control it is control having a strong credit score and show a strong ability to repay. You have to make your lenders feel comfortable, tangibly speaking, in giving you better terms on money you're borrowing. And you do that by demonstrating you're a good, stable borrower. This shows profitability and minimize loss for the bank, and they will reward you with better interest rates and better APRs and lower fees. So what about APY? What is that? APY is going to be like the fraternal twin of APR, except it's going to be calculating the total earnings over money that you're putting away in a savings, CD, checking account, and earning throughout the year. So APY actually stands for annual percentage yield, the amount you're yielding on an annual basis. So this is going to be very similar to, again, its fraternal twin APR, and it differs from the interest rate that you're earning. So your CD could be, let's say 2.5% or 2.5%. But your APR could be your APY, excuse me, could be higher. And why is that? Because the APY is going to actually take in account for the interest rate on a monthly basis, combined over that year, so annual. And it's going to account for the fact that that interest has been earning, like compounding on your principal. Okay, so you got a principal amount of $10,000. You have an interest rate of 2.5%. So you're getting, we'll call it $25 interest per month on that money. The APY is going to calculate over the course of the year, not only the $10,000, the $10,000 in principal, or the interest rate rather that's being paid, but the new principal every month from that $25 you're earning. So $10,000, 2.5% interest rate, $25 a month, we'll say. And so the $25 a month over the course of 12 months would be $300. So the APY is going to account for that in a percentage rate. So that's why it can be different from your interest rate earning on your money. So again, it's important to understand these dynamics because one, you're paying and one, you're earning. And in both cases, they're very important because it's all your money in some form or fashion. Understanding this helps you to make sure you're getting the most out of your APY and getting the best on your APR. So I hope this information was valuable for you. I'm pretty sure it was. I want you again to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below. Did this make sense to you? Did this at least catch you up to speed a little bit, but you still have more questions? If so, what those questions are in the comments so I can try to dig in and give a better explanation for you. I hope you guys enjoy because I enjoy bringing it to you. I want you to stay focused, stay in motion. I'll see y'all soon.